From sunny Charlotte, North Carolina. Perfect rosé weather. So in front of me I have a selection of rosés just to show you a little bit about the varied amount that are out there. It can be really difficult for people to go out and have a look and decide what style of rosé they actually want. On my right hand side you can see here that these rosés are a very pale colour versus these on my left which have a lot more pigment. On the right you can probably take a guess that again these may have had less extraction, and that's true. What happens is the winemaker will decide how long to leave those skins in for until they get this lovely pink colour, because most rosés, as you know, are made from grapes that typically make red wine. It's just that we take the skins out a little bit earlier when we feel we have that beautiful pink colour. Can you believe this is Cabernet Sauvignon? That big, powerful red tannic wine. Here it is in Slovakia making this beautiful, delicate, high acidic, dry white wine. And here we have a beautiful Merlot Cab Franc blend from upstate New York. So it's quite incredible to think these grapes make such delicate colours. The alcohol level on these two is quite low because they are cooler climates. So there it goes back to what I was saying to you, that you're going to probably have some nice acidity in these wines. But don't always think that's the case, because the little one in the middle here is from Provence. And if any of you have visited Provence, which is in the south of France, it's very hot. But they still like to keep their wines a very pale pink colour. So there's probably a little bit more fruit in this one, and certainly a little bit more alcohol. On the left hand side, these are sort of from warmer climates, and we're very fortunate in the United States because we can get wine from all over. But of course you can see here California is producing an awful lot of rosé, and typically you'll see, for example, this winery, Fiddlehead, makes a very good Pinot Noir, but what they've done here is bleed off a little bit to make rosé. So they've got a red and they have a pink to sell to the consumer, which is wonderful. The one in the middle is Raffaldini here from North Carolina. This is an absolutely amazing vineyard, and what you've got in this blend is Sangiovese and Montepulciano, which are two Italian grapes, but you can see are just making this absolutely beautiful red blend. One of my favourite countries to actually put rosé is South Africa. This one is one of my favourites, called the Rose Garden. It's really pretty, and it does smell like a rose garden. So what you have to think about when you're going out buying rosé are just a couple of things. One, take a look at where the wine is made. Take a look at the grapes on the back, and this will often give you an indicator of what this wine is going to probably taste like. And also maybe have a look at the alcohol. This will definitely help you understand a little bit more about whether a wine is going to be acidic. And just one final note, if you really do see a very low alcohol pink wine, it's probably going to be sweet. They probably had fermentation interrupted, leaving some residual sugar in the wine. So really, it's not a bad thing. If you do buy a rosé you don't like,